Welcome back, Sea Safari explorers, to another fascinating odyssey into marine conservation in East Africa. Today, we are focusing on an industry we all use, directly or indirectly, to obtain goods for our modern living. The shipping industry, the lifeblood of trade. The shipping industry has a significant impact on the marine environment and the livelihoods of coastal communities. Let's explore the impact. Ships release pollutants such as oil spills, ballast water contaminants, sewage and plastics dumped by shipping crews, harming marine ecosystems and biodiversity. Large vessels burn heavy fuel oil, releasing sulfur oxides, nitrogen oxides and carbon dioxide, contributing to climate change and ocean acidification. Ship engines and propellers generate underwater noise, disrupting marine life, particularly marine mammals like whales and dolphins. Dredging for ports and anchorages, along with vessel groundings, can damage coral reefs and coastal habitats. Ballast water discharge can introduce non-native species, disrupting local ecosystems and fisheries. Coastal communities relying on fishing are challenged by reduced catches due to ecosystem degradation and competition from industrial-scale maritime activities. Vessel strikes annually kill or injure tens of thousands of marine mammals, with an estimated 20,000 whales dying worldwide from collisions with ships, negatively impacting ecotourism in coastal communities like Mafia Island, which depends on whale sharks' annual migration for tourism. But in East Africa, with its busy shipping lanes and no marine conservation data or public aquariums to research vessel strikes, the real number of whale and dolphin loss by vessel strikes can be significantly higher. If the shipping industry is the lifeblood of trade, the port of Mombasa is a vital artery for East Africa's trade. Docking over 1,500 vessels annually and offloading millions of pieces of cargo every year, it stands as a testament to human ingenuity and economic progress. Yet beneath this bustling hub lies a complex interplay between development and the delicate marine ecosystems that sustain local livelihoods. For generations, coastal communities have relied on fishing as their primary source of income and sustenance. However, the expansion of port activities has introduced challenges that threaten these traditional practices. The increased ship traffic has disrupted fish migration patterns, causing fishermen to venture further out to sea, which is dangerous and costly. Similarly, the port of Dar es Salaam serves as Tanzania's main gateway for commerce, receiving 1,518 vessels annually supporting trade to 5 other landlocked countries. The port of Dar es Salaam is the beating heart of trade in East Africa. While it bolsters the national economy, its environmental footprint cannot be overlooked. Similar to fishing activities in Kenya, Tanzanian fishermen must spend more money in gas to sail further out into the deep blue sea to catch fish. But Tanzania has an added industry highly dependent on clean oceans: seaweed farming. Seaweed farming in Tanzania is predominantly undertaken by women and has emerged as a significant economic activity in coastal Tanzania. Yet pollution from maritime operations poses a threat to this infant industry. Pollution affects the quality of seaweed. Clean waters are essential for seaweed crops to thrive. The environmental impact extends beneath the waves. Coral reefs, vital for marine biodiversity and as fish breeding grounds, are experiencing stress and degradation. Factors include sedimentation from dredging, pollution, and increased water temperatures. Certain areas near these ports have become fishing dead zones, where overfishing and environmental degradation have led to a significant decline in fish populations. This not only affects biodiversity, but also the food security and income of local communities. Recognizing these challenges, the Tanzanian government, in collaboration with the United Nations Development Programme, has taken proactive steps. In January 2023, they delivered fibre boats and engines to support seaweed farming groups in Pemba, aiming to enhance productivity and ensure sustainability. In Kenya, legislative measures have been introduced to mitigate environmental impacts. Policies focusing on pollution control, sustainable fishing practices, and marine conservation are being enforced to protect coastal ecosystems and livelihoods. Governments in Tanzania and Kenya can also encourage major shipping companies to support local marine conservation projects and enforce legislation for shipping companies to engage in sustainable shipping. Sustainable shipping refers to practices that minimize the environmental and social impact of maritime transport while maintaining economic viability. Key elements include cleaner fuels and energy efficiency, using low-sulfur fuels, LNG, electric propulsion and wind-assisted ships to reduce emissions. Ballast water management, implementing treatment systems to prevent invasive species transfer. Eco-friendly ship design, improving hull shapes using solar and wind energy, and adopting green port infrastructure. Emission regulations and carbon offsetting, compliance with International Maritime Organization standards and carbon reduction strategies. Waste reduction and recycling. Implementing circular economy principles to manage ship waste responsibly and impose hefty fines for dumping waste in East African waters. Marine protection policies, establishing no anchoring zones in fragile ecosystems and supporting marine conservation initiatives. Through the use of sustainable shipping practices, the shipping industry has graciously risen to the occasion. Companies like Maersk are investing in sustainable technologies, such as wind-assisted propulsion systems, to reduce carbon emissions and fuel consumption. Hapag-Lloyd has pioneered the use of biomethane, derived from organic waste, to power its vessels, significantly cutting down on greenhouse gas emissions. CMA CGM has launched container ships running entirely on liquefied natural gas, reducing greenhouse gas emissions compared to traditional oil-powered vessels. However, how many sustainable shipping vessels are operating in East Africa is unclear. Governments in Tanzania and Kenya should collaborate with shipping companies to ensure the strictest shipping policies are enforced in Eastern African waters. Collaborative efforts between governments, environmental organizations and the shipping industry are crucial. By enforcing stricter environmental regulations, investing in sustainable technologies and supporting East African marine conservation projects such as public aquariums and marine conservation, a balance can be achieved between economic development and environmental preservation. The ports of Mombasa and Dar es Salaam are more than just trade hubs. They are lifelines for countless individuals whose lives are intertwined with the sea. Ensuring their sustainability is not just an environmental imperative, but a commitment to the communities that call these coasts home. Please subscribe to our channel, like and share this video so others can be aware of marine conservation efforts in East Africa. Until next time, sea safari explorers, keep conserving. This video was made possible through the support of the Dar es Salaam Aquarium Foundation. To learn more, please visit daraquafoundation.org.